How's it going, everyone? It's the Detective with another installment of Bottleman news. And the last few days have been absolutely insane when it comes to stuff coming out. We're even going to have potentially more news later this week and next week, so I am just really excited. But without further ado, let's get into it since we have a lot to cover and there's a lot of hype surrounding these reveals. So we're going to start off with this image here, and this is actually from one of the recent YouTube videos published by Takara Tomy, and it's got, I guess, just a comparison with a bunch of different Bottlemen, and you'll notice two that really stand out. Firstly, in the middle, between the Prototype Core and Fujin Black, we actually have that Deca Vita promotional Colamaru. I talked about this a bit in the last Bottleman news update. Be sure to watch that. I'll have it linked at the end of the video if you want the full details on this. But from those promotional images, it kind of looked like it was going to be a bit of an orangish looking color, and seeing it in yellow is a bit interesting. Of course, those were, again, promotional images, and likely just prototypes as well. I will be honest, I think that the orange does look a little bit better than this yellow color, but it's a promotional item anyway, so I don't really care too much, and it's going to be hard to find either way. But this right here is definitely the most interesting thing that we see in this lineup. Now, this is actually a silver Gyakurock, and a little over a month ago, I think around the same time when we started seeing official images of the gold and Colamaru and Aqua Sports, there was this image, it was really blurry, of silver Aqua Sports, and it was apparently a leaked image. At the time, me and many other people assumed it was like a Photoshop job, and that was basically all it was, and it was a fake. But it turns out it's real, and this is actually pretty exciting since I think that silver does look pretty good with the Gyakurock armor. Nonetheless, though, leave your thoughts about this in the comments. I'm kind of curious because I'm sure that some people would have preferred it to be released in gold. And here it is. This is why you're on this video. This is the most exciting news, and I'm so excited to discuss it. As you can see here, we have this picture. This was posted on the Takara Tomy Twitter, and right at the top, you can easily tell those are the eyes of Stag Sphinx. There's absolutely no mistaking it. Made to fit inside of a visor. The actual shaping of the visor suggests that it's the same kind of visor shape as the Gyakurock visor, which is absolutely insane. Straight out of Stag Sphinx, straight out of Super B-Daman. We have the red little stripe in the middle, and then on the bottom, what was very interesting is we actually have this black box that says next. So, of course, many people initially thought that, yo, Wyvern's going to be revealed next, and then we're going to get Sphinx. And lo and behold, to complement the first image that they posted, the person who runs the Twitter account posted a second image, and as you can see at the bottom, instead of having the black box with the word next, we have the visor of none other than Wild Wyvern. Indisputably so. Like, if the Stag Sphinx eyes did not confirm it, this full-on confirms that we're getting Super B-Daman remakes, and I could not be more excited. One thing that's actually worth noting is that the shape of the visor is actually the same size and kind of the same, shape that we actually saw on Aqua Sports. So the question has to be asked, how are we going to be getting these remakes? Because if you guys remember, and I even mentioned it earlier in the video, when Bottleman released, we actually got this singular core that had these roller hold parts, and it had an eye sticker that resembled Sphinx. Now, we haven't seen Sphinx yet. They're probably going to reveal Sphinx either tomorrow or in the coming weeks. And the thing is I'm kind of worried, and many other people are also kind of worried, that what we're just going to get are just straight up cores, and that's it. We're just going to get recolored cores in a pack of 3, because based on the Twitter post being translated, these, new Bottlemen will be released in April. And usually we don't get more than like 1 or 2 Bottlemen. So, some people, including myself, are very worried that we're just going to get some plain, generic cores and no armor. However, since they are being referred to as, Bottlemen releases and how they're coming out in April, I think that there's enough hope, and I really am hoping that we are going to get exclusive armor sets that resemble the original B-Daman in Bottleman form, along with those cores. Even if the hold parts in the cores themselves are the same, I really just hope that we get some type of unique armor for them. So I feel like it's either going to be a totally new Bottleman, or we're just going to have cores, and I really hope it's not just that second option. So one more thing which really interested me is this right here. This is a promotion for a collaboration event going on between Takara Tomy and Puzzle and Dragons, which is actually kind of a funny name to hear because I actually used to play that game as a kid. But here you can see Tamago, and you can also see Fighting Phoenix. Yes, Fighting Phoenix as, I guess, just Puzzle and Dragons, like, units or something. I think this is a gacha game. And here's the interesting thing. We've been seeing a lot of art recently with the original Super B-Daman characters, like Tamago and Gunma, being used to promote other things. So the question has to be asked, why would Takara Tomy, rather than market their brand with Koga Kota and Colamaru, or even Tamago and Colamaru, they're using Fighting Phoenix from, like, the 90s, like, literally, like, 1999, I think, is when that B-Daman released, and Tamago from Super B-Daman. Why would they do that? The only explanation is simply that they're going to try to make B-Daman return in Bottleman, which is why I'm really hopeful that we are going to get exclusive cores and exclusive armor sets being released especially for Wyvern, Phoenix, and Sphinx. But I'll leave this to your interpretation. I want to hear your thoughts, because this is some crazy news, and there's a lot of open-ended questions, and a lot of potential answers, and a lot of questions that are just being posed right now. So if you guys could leave a comment down below, I would appreciate it. Nonetheless, though, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm the Detective, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.